Good morning, class 12. Welcome back to the class. So we are in chapter number 2, inverse trigonometric functions. Okay. We have discussed the basic concept, that domain, range of this function, bijectivity of trigonometric function, evolution of inverse trigonometric function from the trigonometric function. Okay. Now let's discuss certain identities. F of x equal to sine inverse x. G of x is equal to sin x. Now f of g of x, so sine inverse of sin x, this will be equal to x. It does not mean कि sin inverse और sin cancel हो गए. No, it's not cancellation. From set A to set B, we have a function f. There is an element x here. Its image in this B is sin x. From B to A, there is a function f inverse. Okay. So now this acts as the domain for f inverse. This is the domain. What is its image? X. So f inverse of x or f inverse of f of x will always be x. Sine inverse of sin x is equal to x, and sine of sine inverse x is also equal to x. This is sine inverse of sin x. This is sine of sine inverse x. It is not sine inverse multiplied by sine or sine multiplied by sine inverse. No. These are two functions. It is a composite function. You need to understand composite function. Suppose f of x is equal to x square plus 2x. G of x is equal to sin x. Now f of g of x. So in f, in place of x, you have to mention g of x. So this becomes sin square x plus 2 sin x. And if you have g of f of x, so in g, in place of x, you will have f of x. So this will be sine of x square plus 2x. So here we are not multiplying f by g. No, f of g of x, g of f of x. एक फंक्शन में दूसरा फंक्शन, कॉम्पोजिट फंक्शन. डू नॉट थिंक कि चैप्टर 1 में से कॉम्पोजिट फंक्शन हटा दिया तो अपने को कॉम्पोजिट फंक्शन नहीं पढ़ना है. भरा पड़ा है कॉम्पोजिट फंक्शन आपके पास. इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन में भी है. कैलकुलस में आप जाओगे, डिफरेंशिएशन आ जाए, आप इंटीग्रेशन में जाओगे, आपके पास कॉम्पोजिट फंक्शंस खूब सारे. डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. You will have many composite functions. So the basic thing is, let us understand these identities. Sine of sine inverse x is equal to sine inverse of sine x, which is equal to x. The same happens with cos, same with tan, cosec, sec, cot, everything same. Okay. Now can we express sine inverse x in terms of cos inverse or tan inverse? So children, sin theta is equal to some constant k. Suppose sin theta is equal to 1 upon 2. Now theta equal to sin inverse 1 upon 2. What is sin inverse 1 upon 2? Pi by 6. Got it? So basically sin inverse x represents an angle. Sin x represents a constant quantity, a ratio. Sin x represents a constant quantity, a ratio. Sin inverse x represents an angle basically. So let sin inverse x is equal to theta. This implies sin theta equal to x. If sin inverse x is equal to theta, तो sin theta will be equal to x. Sin theta equal to k. Theta equal to sin inverse k. Let us consider a right angle triangle such that this angle is theta. Sin theta is x. X can be taken as x upon 1, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So by Pythagoras theorem property, this becomes 1 minus x square. Sin theta is x, cos theta is under root 1 minus x square. Tan theta is x upon under root 1 minus x square. So sin inverse x is equal to theta. So theta is equal to cos inverse under root 1 minus x square. Theta equal to tan inverse x upon under root 1 minus x square. So sin inverse x means cos inverse under root 1 minus x square. It means tan inverse x upon under root 1 minus x square. Got it? How to convert sin in terms of other? That's one more thing. Sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. So we have written theta equal to sin inverse 1 by 2. If sin theta is 1 by 2, then I know cosec theta is 2. If sin theta is 1 by 2, then cosec theta is 2, reciprocal. So theta equal to cosec inverse 2 means reciprocal of this. 1 by 2 are reciprocal. So we can say cosec inverse x equal to sin inverse 1 upon x. Not 1 upon sin inverse x. Sin inverse 1 upon x. Same way sec inverse x equal to cos inverse 1 upon x. Tan inverse x equal to cot inverse 1 upon x. Okay? Now few more identities. Sin inverse x plus sin inverse y is equal to what? So we know that sin inverse x or sin inverse y, they represent angles. So let us consider this as alpha plus beta. Sum of two angles obviously will be an angle. Let us say this is equal to theta. On taking sine ratio on both sides, sin alpha plus beta is equal to sin theta. Sin alpha plus beta, sin alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sin beta equal to sin theta. Sin inverse x is considered as alpha. So sin alpha equal to x. Sin inverse y is considered as beta. So sin beta is equal to y. Alpha. This is sin x. This angle is beta, sin beta. Now sin alpha is x. What is cos beta? Y. Cos beta under root 1 minus y square. Cos alpha under root 1 minus x square into sin beta equal to sin theta. Okay? Now I want theta. This is alpha, this is beta. Alpha plus beta is equal to theta. I don't want sin theta, I just want theta. So theta is equal to this sin. If I take sin inverse on both sides, sin inverse x under root 1 minus y square plus y under root 1 minus x square is equal to sin inverse of sin theta, which is equal to theta. So this is sin inverse x plus sin inverse y equal to sin inverse x under root 1 minus y square plus y under root 1 minus x square. Got it, children? So this was for sine. In the same way, if this is minus, this becomes minus. Now cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. You can derive the identity in the same way. Cos inverse xy minus under root 1 minus x square under root 1 minus y square. Why? Remember the identity cos A plus B. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. If this is minus, this becomes plus. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. If this is minus, this is minus, this is plus. Got it? Two sin inverse x. 2 sin inverse x. So let us say sin inverse x is equal to theta. X equal to sin theta. X equal to sin theta. So this is 2 theta. This is 2 theta. What if I apply sine ratio to this? If I apply sine ratio, 2 theta. Sine ratio of 2 theta. Sine 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. 2 sin theta cos theta. Sin theta is x. What is cos theta? Under root 1 minus x square. So sine of 2 theta is 2x under root 1 minus x square. On taking sine inverse on both sides, I get 2 theta equal to sine inverse 2x under root 1 minus x square. So 2 sine inverse x can be written as sine inverse 2x under root 1 minus x square. Got it? In this way you can derive the identity for 2 cos inverse x, you can derive the identity for 2 tan inverse x. 2 tan inverse x. Tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Tan 2 theta. 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. Okay, got it? So children, these are the identities which you have to be well versed with. Okay, remaining we'll discuss in the next class.